Just alien conspiracies in general.
Well, it's dangerous.
No.
What, Mom?
That's a tough one. No.
Is that really her?
Yes, it is.
That's weird.
This whole thing is weird, man. Not Real Radio 141. No promises. We'll be calling him Dr. Danny tonight. We're going to go deep into the world of alien conspiracies, super soldiers, rainbow light bodies. It's the naked eyes. Yeah, we're just fucking with y'all. He's not here. We're not doing none of that shit. We're going to talk about Daredevil for 2 hours.
In the States,
Not
baby.
on Radio 141. I promise you, Dr. Danny is here. Our cell phones have been locked away. The doors are locked and shackled. His voice has been altered to protect his identity. And Allie is doing something. What you doing down there? Allie?
She grabbed a USB cable, and it looks like she's plugging something into the
Oh, her
computer.
phone's almost dead. Her 40-foot USB cable.
It is long.
It thing's longer than an
It
extension
is
cord.
long. I just
Golly.
ordered some. I didn't think about how long it was going to be. Excuse me.
All right. So
She said.
for this first hour, just put aside your beliefs and your convictions and open your mind to what may be the most important information you have ever heard.
All right.
This is Not Real Radio 141 with Dr. Danny.
Turn your phone off and turn me on, motherfucker. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's up, Dr. Danny? How
How's
are
it
you?
going, man?
It's going all right, man. I'm glad you finally made it.
Yes, it's been a fun joy ride to get here.
Yeah, well,
the past few weeks.
yes, and last week we thought for sure you were going to make it, but you believed maybe you were poisoned and there was some orb activity.
Yes, I think I possibly was poisoned. It was definitely something I ate. You know, and I was in an accident hospital for 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They probably slipped something into your food.
Possibly. Who knows?
Because I didn't link to you or release your name. I don't
No.
know how would they know? Like,
They know.
and
They
when we say
know.
they, is this the cabal?
Yes, cabal or the Illuminati type, what people refer to as.
Is this a very small group of people, like a couple 100,000?
It's a small group, but it's actually like the 99 percentile, because it's the world elite, the individuals that pretty much they make 99% of the world's income, the world's revenue, the world's money. So they control everything behind the scenes.
Now, when you say control everything, is this like the flow of information?
Flow of information, flow of finances, the flow of government, pretty much the everyday lifestyle of human beings on Earth.
Do you think that 1%, right, the cabal, do you think they know enough about the human condition that they can just completely manipulate society into believing whatever they want and doing whatever they want by, increasing surpluses and artificial scarcity and wars?
Definitely. They've been doing that for hundreds of years now, if not thousands of years. More so during modern times now. They've been definitely doing that through media, through television, through movies, through music. They've been doing all that.
Really?
Yes.
Beyonce and Jay-Z, pretty much, right? Them two.
It's examples.
Oh, gotcha. Are good examples, you think?
Good examples.
All right. Do they get to see now? And then when we say, all right, they control the flow of information and everything, and they run the world. Were they just like regular humans until aliens came down and fucked with them? Are they like spokesmen for some kind of alien race, or?
Kind of both in a way. So they're regular human beings just like me and you, but they actually believe, they have certain beliefs that they descend from another alien race that came here to Earth a long time ago.
They believe that.
They believe that they're the descendants of
Blue
this.
bloods.
It's like blue. Some call them blue blood. Some call them the elongated skull.
That's a long
beings. Yes.
Mayday's an elongated skull.
I think so. Mayday, you a fucking alien? You think you an alien?
Oh,
you
if I
do
was an
think
alien,
you're better
I'd
than
be-
people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You
I
are.
definitely think I'm a super trooper or whatever it is.
You think you descended from some kind of
Oh,
alien
definitely,
race, or you're
definitely. Yeah,
a
yeah,
government construct?
Yeah, I know I came over from Europe, so I mean, what's fucking a planet? or
Oh, it's a planet or two.
Yeah, Europe's far too.
two? America, schmerica,
All right.
whatever.
All right, so we got how does this work? How far back does this go with the manipulation of the human race by aliens?
All the way back to the Sumerian culture, the first human culture on Earth recorded.
So aliens come here, they see these humans, and they start developing society.
Pretty much, yes. They give them kind of a kick in the butt to get them started. Either from a major catastrophe on Earth that wiped out the majority of the race, and they need help, from another entity or higher technology beings to get them started with agriculture or things of that sort.
Like an ant farm.
Pretty much.
They just come in and
We're pretty much like an ant farm. And going back to the Cabal, the Illuminati type, they see us as pretty much, how would you say, like sheep, useless eating sheep on Earth. They pretty much use us as that way.
Like zombies eating sheep.
Yep, pretty much. I don't know what that means, but yes.
I would definitely go with that one. Man, I don't know. I kind of believe this stuff, or at least that people. I like how you said they believe they are. You didn't say they are. They believe they are, and
Right.
that's enough to institute power. And the scary part to me is the more that other people believe they are, that's where their power stems from.
Correct.
That other people, like the sheep, they go, "Oh, I'm a fucking sheep."
And what makes it even more dangerous is they have the wealth of the world behind their back. They can do whatever they want. They can manipulate people. They have the finances to support this belief.
So, did aliens really do this, or is it just their belief in it?
So actually, yes, it has happened. It's going on right now. They're excavating Antarctica right now. And supposedly there is a mothership in Antarctica, an alien mothership, and cultural artifacts deep inside the ice that's starting to actually reveal itself.
Because of climate change, at one point it was an ice, and it was one of the first
Well,
society,
long-
like a frozen. Atlantis didn't sink; it froze.
Right, thousands of years ago, it was tropical in that area. So when they had the actual pole shift, that's when it started to freeze up.
And I can see humanity needing a little bit of help.
Right.
I feel like Joe Rogan.
I think it was about.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, tell me more. Break out the doobies. This is crazy, though. So,
Yes.
so this is what. All right. So let's go to this. The aliens come. They help out humanity. Their ship
Okay.
gets frozen.
So
do they
either,
stay?
well, this time the Antarctica ones they came, they actually crash landed
Titanic.
into the tropical region.
Yeah, I don't know why we're
which is
playing
now
this,
Antarctica.
but it's good.
Because we on a
Oh,
ship.
that's right. It's a spaceship, baby. Spaceship. Yeah, spaceship.
What
You
did
got
that sound like?
It sounds like, what do the spaceships sound like, Dr. Danny?
Silent.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Got that. You don't have that fucking clip, do you, pal? Oh, man. All right. So they crash land here. Did they stay here, or did they just fuck with things? Go, hey, here's some people. Treat them like sheep. You're descendants of royalty or an alien lineage, so you're in charge. And see you later. And they leave, or do they stay?
Well, both in a way, and this has happened numerous times throughout human history. It's not just that's just one example of alien beings crashing into the Antarctica area. So they have came numerous times to help humans on Earth either expand their technology or get them going back from a natural catastrophe that happened on Earth.
And then usually leave
Usually leave, yes.
until they crash land, and then next thing you know, you got the whole Roswell thing.
That, or they go underground because the Earth is actually, they call it it's not so much of an inner Earth, it is an inner Earth, but it's a honeycomb Earth.
It's not hollow. It's honeycomb.
It's right.
So it's not
It's
flat.
hollow.
Is it
but
fucking thing
solid.
flat?
It's
I
not
trust
flat.
you. You look official.
It's definitely not flat.
It's not. Okay. Kyrie Irving said it was, dude. I'm an NBA fan, so I was like going, hey, man. He does have Jewish tattoos on him, so I had to take him for his word.
The ground is flat, but Earth itself is definitely a sphere.
All right. But it's got some kind of inner core.
So, you know what volcanoes are on, right?
What?
So they
You're
have
not a total fucking
lava
moron.
tubes.
Sorry.
The lava tubes and the way
So we
the
thought maybe, you had a little learning disabilities.
Thanks, Mom. Go talk to Dad.
so from water flow and from lava flow and everything like that, it created tubes within the Earth. And these tubes are miles, miles, and miles large.
Really? And do they
Yes.
like it there because their planet's warmer, so they feel more at home underneath the ground?
Well, if you think about it,
They're fucking
if you
redheads,
live-
aren't
if
they?
you live deep
Aliens,
inside the
little
ground,
redheads like gingers.
If you live deep inside the ground, you can withstand any catastrophe on any planet, right? So actually, most of the civilizations on different planets and different galaxies are actually inside the planet itself.
They put some kind of UV lights or something down there? Like, these things got to go in the sun, right? Do they like the sun? Do they have a
Well,
weakness? If I
just-
see a fucking...
just like they have-
How do we kill Mayday if he starts fucking transforming? You throw water on him like M. Night Shyamalan ding dong
They
said?
asked me how do they see
Yeah,
down there?
well, see and live.
You know they have a luminescent algae in the oceans, right?
Right.
Same thing that they have underground. Also, they have luminescent algae and different plant
Hey,
life.
calm down, fish. Sorry, it's the talking fish. No, Ip Man. No, I'm sorry. I had to clean the brown
我們喺
algae.
火山契活館。
I know, I'm done now.
有啦，金師傅，明㗎啦。
All right, go eat some seafood. Go fuck the snail.
我冇管你唔使同我。
I ain't even repeating that. Alright, so they're the fucking aliens. They manipulate the people. They put some in charge. I don't know if they put them or it just naturally happened. And then they leave it. They get stuck here. The artifacts.
Some of them leave, some of them go in the earth,
and
some
stay.
of them are in different densities or dimensions, what have you.
So though for thousands of years, no one really. You can't say no one comes out and says it because you hear reports. And I guess, like, why does no one find out?
Well, people do find out, but obviously there's risks involved with getting information like this out.
So they control the government, right? So these are like government bases, not privately funded.
They control everything. This is more like the military-industrial complex. They control the underground facilities on Earth that develop certain technologies that they either back-engineered from alien aircraft or was given to them or channeled through alien beings.
Well, how come, like, when a major world war breaks out, right? Like, if Hitler knew about this, how come at the end they just don't go, hey, they're about to kill me, there's aliens under the ground, y'all motherfuckers need to check this shit out? Like, how come nobody ever rats it out?
Well, because they don't want to be known. They want certain technology and power to themselves. If they see a bigger picture that's more than just planet Earth, that would just make so much more sense that they wouldn't talk about stuff like that to, human beings or people in society.
It's the one rule that they all seem to follow. Because if you got all these underground bases, these aliens are communicating and working with humans, right?
Hand in hand, yep, side by side.
So a certain number of population know about them. Why don't just come out and, like, just put out a camera, a picture?
Well, if they threaten your life and your family's life and your kids' lives, then you would think twice about talking about this stuff too.
So you just think it's known that they're just going to be
Yep, they've done it in history with former presidents. They've done it with
Oh,
other
really?
political figures.
Think Kennedy?
Kennedy was definitely one of them.
He was going to release some information.
Yes, and the temple in Reagan was kind of a scare around Reagan.
Okay.
They're whacking a lot of
Dude,
motherfuckers.
one shot back and to the left, like Bill
No,
Hicks
it was
said.
two. It was
Really?
two.
It was
Yeah,
two?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So going back to you talk about Hitler and the Nazi Germany, they're the ones that actually started space travel in modern times today
Really?
in the past 100 years, yes.
Before the Russians.
Yes.
But yet, what did they do? They changed history? Just Germany lost, so we change history and make it illegal to
Well,
say
did they
anything?
actually lose? So Nazi Germany went to space first before any other country on Earth, and Nazi Germany, they also infiltrated the United States in the military-industrial complex, i.e. NASA, different factions in the military, and this is all taking place in the late 30s, early 40s throughout history.
So they're on the moon? Are they still
Yes.
on the moon?
Yes.
You tell me there's Nazis on the moon.
Yes.
Really? Is the moon? Do you live in the moon? Because ain't nobody seen them, and they got pretty good telescopes now.
Well, the moon's honeycomb also, but it's actually not a moon. It's artificial.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean it's artificial?
It's being made. It acts like a hub for our solar system for interspatial travel.
How come we can't see this? Like, I could set my camera up outside with a good zoom lens and actually get a pretty decent picture of the thing.
It's on the dark side of the moon. The way the moon rotates around the Earth, it rotates at the exact same speed.
That's what I said last week.
So you'll never see half the moon ever, unless you fly over it to it.
But wouldn't you see,
Which
like,
happens.
activity of spaceships going around?
Well, they have very good cloaking devices to where
Oh,
you'll
that's
never
right.
see them.
All right.
So if they did on a daily basis or a nightly basis, if most of the aircraft did take off their cloaking devices, you would see all kinds of stuff going on.
If they're on the dark side of the moon, though, why do they stay hidden? That's what I don't understand. It's obviously they want to be hidden. I understand why the small group of the population that know about them and reap benefits keep it hidden, but I don't understand why they need to keep it themselves hidden.
Depends on who you're talking about, because the moon is built up of numerous different alien beings.
So the Nazis got there and they were like, holy shit, look at all this on the dark side of the moon.
The Nazis got there, and it was already very flourished with different kinds of beings.
Do you think Neil Armstrong really landed on the moon?
Yes.
You do?
We really landed on the moon.
See, I can't even get to the level where I believe man walked on the moon. You already were there in an alien base on the dark side of it. Like, I can't even believe that we landed on that thing.
But going back to your
most
question,
people can't make a paper airplane.
you were saying, why do they not want people to know about it?
Right.
Well, they want control, power, money.
The aliens need money
Well,
too?
the aliens, they need trade. So believe it or not, humans on Earth here are very good engineers. We're known for our ingenuity. So we actually take place in trade with thousands of different beings in the universe.
Really? What kind of stuff do we trade?
Technology.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Pussy.
No, pickle. We're not sex slaves. Are we sex slaves? Fuck, I didn't think about that. Are these aliens
Well,
fucking us?
That's happened also. So
Oh,
that's not
thanks
sex
for
slave,
tuning in. This show is over, pal. Mayday, that's why you're afraid of them orbs. He's been through enough. It was a pig, a dog. The fucking list is growing now. An orb. Oh, I gotta know about these orbs. What the fuck is
How many
orb?
people go disappear every year in the world?
I'm not sure. I guess a decent number.
Like a million. Where do you think these people go?
I don't know. Waterways most of the time. I'm thinking.
Most of them go to universal slave trade throughout the universe.
Universal what?
Universal slave trade.
Really? Mm-hmm. And what happens there? They put them on a spaceship and fly them out of here to go do some kind of...
Pretty much. Either research or They help in the Draco, which are the reptilians. They're the negative entities. They help them, like, so-called conquer other planetary beings.
Wait, so there's more than one type of alien?
There's
good ones and
bad ones. There's good ones. Well, I don't say good and bad. I say a negative polarity or a positive polarity, because they each have their own agendas. They each have their own missions, whether they're good or bad. Good or bad to them might be something completely different than good or bad to us in the universe.
Good point. You ever seen that movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy?
Yes.
And in that movie, there was a tribe, a Bushman tribe, I think in Australia.
The lip flappers.
I guess so. But what happens is they're flying over and they fling a bottle out, a Coke bottle, out of the window, and it lands in the middle of this, tribe, and one of the little tribesmen gets it. And like a lot of really fucked up thing happened from this bottle, from something from outside of their, reality, a long way away from their societal evolution. They have it. It's so scarce. They start to fight over it. People get killed over this thing. Like at first, it's a great item, and so everybody fights over it.
They didn't know what it was.
Right. So the whole movie is the guy going to throw the fucking bottle off the cliff, like give it back to the gods. And so I almost kind of understand that part. I always, why didn't they just go, hey, look, everybody, it's cool. You don't have to believe in the bullshit stories we fed you. Like things go way farther than that, and kind of move on from it. But I guess it's better for them just to go, these people aren't ready yet.
No, and technically we aren't ready for a lot of this they call full disclosure.
I think I'm okay with
truth.
it. The only part I'm not okay with it is that most people won't be okay with it.
That too, but we're as humans, they have a lot of racism going on and slavery and everything that they talk about.
Oh, right. We can't even get along.
But we're actually all slaves on Earth ourselves, no matter what color we are or what race we are. We're all slaves.
Dude, preach on, brother. I totally feel like that. That's 100% true.
All white.
The Babylonian money system does nothing but incorporate slavery here on Earth to all humans. All we do is work to earn money to live.
To buy useless things.
To buy useless things.
To entertain us
like
from
food.
a mundane, boring society.
Right.
We have to look for entertainment to stimulate us because our lives are so boring. Still better than getting chased by a cheetah.
Which the cabal also controls all the entertainment, all the media, everything that seeds your consciousness subconsciously and consciously. They have a hand in everything.
That builds reality.
That builds reality. It's a universal consciousness that pretty much builds reality as we know it on a daily basis.
Because if you think about real life, right? Help me understand this. I think I have a theory on this. The things that are real, reality is you're born, you try to eat, you try to reproduce, and then you die. Basically it. Everything else after that is the bullshit we do to entertain ourselves, where before it was more difficult to do those things. It took a lot of focus and energy. Now we're kind of like, we can read books and play video games and do podcasts and research alien, conspiracies. Because life is easier now, it's things we have to do to entertain ourselves because it's so mundane and boring.
Right, but you're looking into it as a linear aspect. You're not looking into it. If you get rid of space and time as we know it, and there is no space and there is no time, or it's one and the same, then you have to view it a totally different way.
And which way is that? Is this how you achieve rainbow light body? Because I want that shit. Dude, that sounds fun.
That's a whole nother... We can do a whole just episode on rainbow light body itself.
Last show when we were reading some of your emails, you talked about the Tibetan rainbow light body warriors or something. I'm like, man, that's fucking awesome.
Yes. So pretty much to sum it up with that, these Tibetan monks, they meditate for 13, 15 years straight, and they have nothing but loving thoughts not one negative thought in their mind, and they achieve something called rainbow body. It's a light body. It's the main goal for any being to achieve. You become one with the Creator. You become the light body. You become energy. You become nothing but pure energy, which is what starts and ends our lives. So when they do this meditation for this long, thinking of nothing but loving thoughts, they actually go into a meditation trance, and when they pass into the next world, the monks then wrap their bodies, like mummify them, and then within 24 hours, they see a body shrink down to about 6 inches of ash.
Small light body.
And they actually have light, hence the term rainbow body. All different colors of the light spectrum emits off this mummified body.
Whoa.
And this has been documented over 100,000 times in history.
So they believe in like reincarnation, and every time you're reincarnated, it's because you didn't do something right. So you're trying to reach this
Yes,
pure consciousness, so you're no longer put through the vicious cycle
keep
of
coming
the
back.
life, which
The
is suffering.
pain of us being in human form is pain and suffering, but that's the only way we learn is through pain and suffering through this form. So the ultimate level to reach is this rainbow or light body energy. And you will have to do all this mess anymore.
Man, we got technology now. I'm sure we could do this in 15 minutes. You ready, Mayday? Oh, rainbow light body.
Rainbow light body. I think it's just rainbow body.
It's just rainbow body.
Rainbow body.
It's a Tibetan term. So this has been witnessed by Chinese military and different groups, actually. And so it's not something that
Not
they just...
you, Ip Man, sorry.
And they actually have videos. If you go on different, like YouTube and places like that, they actually have videos of this stuff too.
How does that tie in with the aliens? Did they have some kind of training from them, or the good aliens or bad aliens? I want to know about
the
that.
good
too.
and bad. So you have not trainings, but more like teachings or enlightenments that aliens have come to Earth to help us push us along into either a positive or a negative timeline. Since I was talking about time and space does not exist, there is no time and space. So if a negative entity comes along and tries to push humanity on, they're going to have their own agenda, and vice versa with a positive humanity.
Oh man, this shit gets complicated. You getting this, Mayday?
A little bit here and there.
Mayday's super kind of, not I want to say afraid, but it did fuck him up. Not as bad as the pig and the dog. But he saw this purple orb come after him one day. Is that because they know he's an alien motherfucker?
The blue orbs. Well,
Mine was purple.
Oh, is that
What
good
does
or
that
bad?
mean? Is that
like
worse?
like a violet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
All
It's
right.
the way the light hits it.
Oh.
It's just an energy form. It's actually, those are sixth density beings. People refer to them as the Sphere Being Alliance. People refer to them as Ra. People have referred to them as the Ancient Builder Race. It's pretty much the oldest race of beings that has helped us in the past, in the history, like during Egyptian times, during Atlantis times.
Your relatives.
So wait, what
Pretty
were they
much.
trying to do? Were they trying to hurt me?
No, they were trying to help you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you see
Yeah,
that?
he was scared thinking a ghost was
I
after
shouldn't
him.
have fucking
You don't
drove
appreciate
over all the way
nothing.
home. Dude, I flattened that bitch.
So turn into a light body, motherfucker. A rainbow light body.
Rainbow body.
Dude,
So
so is
people see these orbs all the time, and they might think it's a loved one that passed. It's basically energy form, but it's a sixth density energy form.
What was he trying to do? Like, help me how?
why you say he?
I don't know your situation. You have to explain to me what the
Right.
orb is doing.
I didn't think
Tell
it,
me.
well, maybe it should have been a chick if it was purple.
Do they have sexes, or they just like one of, like Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals video?
Like a transgender.
Oh, there you
being.
go, Mayday. So there's,
You're
That's
into the
what-
lady boys.
It
What are you
wanted to
talking
help you
about?
like a woman, but it drove like a man. So what did this thing do? Tell Dr.
Tell-
Danny.
tell me.
Oh, I was leaving real late at night, like 4:30, and all of a sudden I was getting out and I was leaving the gate, like the complex, and all of a sudden the light hit it, like the light kind of hit in the window, and I saw it kind of fly up, and then all of a sudden my car killed, and I kind of freaked out, and I was like, all right, I know I just didn't kill my car, and I kind of freaked out and just got the fuck out of there. And like my hair stood up. And
Do you
all
think
that
maybe
shit.
he doesn't remember a portion of time and he's really been anally probed?
Oh no, are you
Very
serious?
possible.
Oh no, I
Tell
didn't
him.
even think of that. No.
Hey, so tune in next week when Mayday pulls the
Touched by
anal
an
orb from his anus.
Those 6 density bings that we're talking about are extremely powerful, more powerful than we could ever imagine.
So wait, there could be like a half an hour to an hour to a finite amount of time that I don't remember purposefully, like
Yep.
that it
Definitely,
wasn't.
yes.
That it wasn't. I saw it and then I remember leaving. Like
If-
that,
if-
there's a portion of time that got erased.
Yep.
There's a very good chance if you got past regressed hypnosis done on you,
How did we do this?
you
1, 2, 3, sleep.
Oh god.
Mayday.
Okay.
Did the orb touch your buttocks? It did. I could tell.
you could very well recover a lot of this past.
I don't know if I want to. I don't want to
memories.
think of a fucking sexual encounter with this thing.
It's not going to be sexual.
Yeah, it's a light body.
Why is everything got to be about getting molested
Do you
for
think-
Mayday?
Well, it might be with him.
Probably it's happened so many times.
Yeah,
That's a molestable
There's
type.
probably a very good chance that it's probably sexual.
orangutans does great on the forced sex market.
He is molestable.
It's a pattern for me. So how is this light body so damn? I'm gonna call it a light. The orb light bodies too, right? Because I mean,
Yes.
how can it be so powerful? It's just light.
Yes.
Like what could it have done? All
That's
it did
more
was
powerful.
it killed Mayday's car. That's it.
Well, I mean, I can give you a few examples. Not that long ago, but first I'll talk about this blue orb. It can go down to the molecular base structure, like
Oh, you
an
went
atom.
into me?
It could very well have gone into your
Ah, you fucked my car up.
right
you fucked me
into
up.
your pee hole.
Man, this dude's awesome. He's starting to get it now. Now Mayday can understand. Look at that. Mayday's vibrations just went up to the 3rd dimension.
But for reals,
Yeah.
this orb can also expand as big as Jupiter, or even bigger. It can go as big as it wants.
What? This one light body got.
This one orb, light body, it's nothing but energy.
Right, it's not contained by like atoms and molecular shit, right? Like,
Right.
So they got these things.
And it's a conscious being. 6 density is nothing but a pure love and conscious being. It's not a physical being at all. Not like we couldn't even imagine begin to imagine the length of, what kind of being this is.
How much time are we talking about? I mean, this
What?
thing fucking like.
It could stay inside your butt forever. Is that what you want to
And
do?
make thousands of little blue orbs inside.
Oh shit, he be shitting out orbs.
Look like he killed a pregnant redfish.
So,
But do you
going
think
back-
it's doing good things for him? The orbs are good.
Yes. If the orbs are very benevolent beings.
I don't know what that means,
Nothing.
but
Benevolent means good.
oh, I thought you meant
They do good
had some
things
kind of
to people.
fixation with Mayday's anus.
They're
super frisky.
the sphere being alliance or anything above 4th, 5th density. We're actually in 3rd, 4th density right now.
I'm so confused.
Oh, that's our ranking. That's like the
Right. It's like
29
it's like dimensional, not dimension, but levels of consciousness
Gotcha.
that a being can attain.
Like we can only see so many light frequencies. Well, this is our tangible world.
We're just physical here. We're 3rd, 4th, going into 4th density. To get completely into 4th density, we need to fully understand that all beings are one as the creator. All beings are the creator. We have one consciousness. We are one being. Me and you are the same. There's nothing different. And in order for us to graduate to this 4th density, we have to learn how to love each other as ourselves. We have to learn how to pretty much see each other as ourselves.
Can I ask a
As
question?
Oh boy.
Yes.
What you just said about everybody being one. Have you read about the studies with people that took like acid and stuff like that, or LSD, and then they would say, or whatever, different shit, then they would say that they felt that everything was connected and they could see everything physically being connected. Like, you think that
yes.
it opens something for you to be able to see what's going on?
It's one way. It's not more or less opening something as more as closing something. You're closing more of your physical aspects of what you see in physical Earth than more or less gaining your consciousness and getting into your higher self.
Okay.
I'm just laughing at like, wait, I'm supposed to be closing things up on my physical being, and they're harvesting their way into
So
there.
you open it up.
Yeah, don't close
you
it 'cause
let the
they're
light
in
in, and you close it, and you hold it tight as tight as you can, Mayday.
Fart it out.
So the blue orbs, they do have proof of this too.
I
They
told
have
you, stupid.
a lot of proof. I
So
forget
Tama,
exactly what.
To reach the level that these aliens are, we all have to admit that everyone is one and feel as one consciousness and grow together. But they don't feel like that.
Who's that?
The aliens.
Why? How do you know?
Because they have hierarchy and they come down here and fuck with societies and keep secrets and fight each other, and they got
Whoa,
light
okay.
bodies and you got Anunnaki giants and you got the Greys and you got all these other... Okay.
The main thing you got to remember is there is a free will law of the universe. No being, no entity can impose on free will, and that's the main law of the universe. So once you grasp that concept and see why people aren't talking about this or why people aren't delivering this information, you can't impose on the free will of the universe.
Because then you have a rebellion and it all falls apart.
It's not just a rebellion, it's just from karma, from things that react to impose on your free will is very negative, and it could affect you from this life and from previous lives and from future lives, considering that nothing is linear.
So it would be like Noam Chomsky's manufacturing consent, to where they manufacture, you think you're free and you feel like you're a free being, but yet your consent in what you're doing was manufactured.
Yes.
And then they don't suffer any repercussions.
No, exactly.
There you go.
So that's the main, and obviously there's loopholes through negative beings that get around through certain things like this, just like loopholes there is in law here on Earth. So negative entities will find ways to impose on free will, and the main thing is they hide stuff in plain sight through our media here on Earth, through TV programs, through movies, through internet-based websites and various sorts. They'll put it out there. They'll tell you exactly what they're doing, but you think it's fiction or it's conspiracy theory. But I would say 90%, if not 99% of the stuff you see is actually real or factual.
It's just low budget most of the time. Everybody sees the news, and because they have a nice set and a pretty person that's done up to perfection reading off some kind of news, usually it's like a father figure or now mother figure.
Right. Well, celebrities.
People take it as truth because of this name of this corporation. When you look at conspiracy theory, videos, it's a very small market because the average person, sheep, doesn't want to pay for it.
And also, if you look on a different side, they think they're getting manipulated by a conspiracy theory or something that's not accepted by mainstream society. So they're actually the black sheep in a way. But if you look at it that way, but if you look at it the other way, if you're accepting the conspiracy theorist and what could be actual factual, then it's a complete opposite turn of the tables.
Why would you want to believe in this though? Because it seems to cause like you a lot of suffering. I mean, you were poisoned last week just for thinking about talking about it, and like why should the average person kind of want to learn about this and believe in it?
And that's the poisoning was just one example. I've been running for years, it seems like, always watching my back, and I can never go the same route to a certain place, my certain destination, and back home or what have you. I've never lived in more than one place in more than a few years. So I would guess the main. What was your question again?
But why should people why should people believe in it? Like, why should they want to? Like, it
Okay.
seems dangerous. Like, isn't it better just to believe in either Jesus and, you know, go to church on Sunday and say that you're sorry for anything and go
Okay.
to the magical
Well,
place or heaven, or
first
believe in
off-
Muhammad and blow yourself up and get a bunch of virgins?
There's nothing wrong with any of the religions out there. They basically teach a foundational view of all the religions out there, to be loving, to treat each other like you should be treated, and they're all based on that concept, which is the concept of the universe. But why, going back to your question, why you think we should believe in this stuff? Well, to break the cycle, you know, to expand humanity and expand our consciousness. Just for example, if they released free energy technology alone, will completely collapse the financial, you know, financial in society as we know it today.
The infrastructure.
And the infrastructure, exactly. Or if the sun let off a mass coronal, you know, discharge and totally shut down
Annihilate
all
it.
the grids on Earth, again, the economy will collapse. And then, in turn, what happens? The cabal or the Illuminati type, the power elite, they lose their control, they lose their power, they lose their finances. The two largest industries in the world are, one, the largest is pharmaceutical industries. So if you release technology that actually heals people and not just release technology that
Drains all their money out.
Well, yeah, well, you healing people instead of treating the side effect of the disease or the ailment. You're actually healing the person forever. And then the next thing behind pharmaceuticals, which is the largest revenue growth, would be oil and gas. That would be the next largest. So if you release free energy and if you release free technology for healthcare, then everything would collapse. The whole infrastructure of the Babylonian money system. Babylonian money system.
Really? Mayday's the orangutangian.
Which we don't, if you think about it, we don't need money. If we all work
We don't
together
really
as a
have it, though.
trade-based society like most of the universe does, you don't need physical money. You have trade concepts with individuals.
Man, that goes big. Are aliens out there protecting us from things
Yes.
like solar flares and?
So
Do they vote
going
on
back
this?
to you have the negative polarity beings and the positive polarity beings. We do have positive beings, which I would say will supersede the negative beings in a way. They help us again, like we talked in the past. They get the human species or earthbound humans, because the universe is made up of human structures where, you know, the 5-star structure, head, 2 arms, 2 legs, that sort of thing. But obviously we don't all look the same. So what was the question made there?
Are they taking all our gold?
Yes.
Is that what their main reason that
Well,
they get from us? Like,
Resources from many planets are going on as we speak today. They're mining the asteroid belt, which was once
Who's they?
Other beings and the cabal type on Earth here, the military
so they got
industrial
humans
complex.
that are up at this alien base
Right.
on the dark side of the moon, like voting on shit.
and on Mars too. They've been inhabiting Mars since
They
the
just
late
got this little remote
late
control
30s.
car on Mars. Ring, ring. No.
The Mars rover. The rover.
So what
the Land
happens?
rover.
What happens with this asteroid belt? That's pretty interesting.
Okay, so the asteroid belt was actually once called, they referred to as planet Malbec.
Malbec.
And it's the planet between Mars and Jupiter, and some people will refer to it as the super Earth. So, millions of years ago, the super Earth, Malbec, and Mars got into a large warring, sort of like a nuclear war. Mars ends up winning, long story short. The super Earth, they called the Malbec, inhabited large, tall beings, like over 60 feet tall. And Mars actually blew up that planet, which in turn caused the formation of, there's actually 2 asteroid belts. There's the asteroid belt we know it, and there's one right outside there that's split up into a quarter faction each, actually.
Really?
Yes. And so going back to the moon was like a transportation hub for these beings to go from one planet to the next planet to inhabit that planet.
So that they made the moon?
Yes.
It's like a rest stop.
The moon is like a large being, not human-made, but being-made rest stop. It's honeycomb. It's been there for millions of years.
What do you mean when you say it's honeycomb?
It's
It's
like
hollow.
the cereal.
It's hollow, but it has tubular functions to it,
got, like
lava
cells in
tube,
it?
like exactly honeycomb.
Oh, it's your thing. It's your new
has-
craze.
I understand that part, but like,
It has different cells into the moon.
so when you look at the dark side of it, if we could see it somehow, it doesn't look like the front side. Front side just looks like this planet that got hit with a bunch of large things.
And
Asteroids.
most of it is inside the moon. They have some outside structures, and most of the outside structures are actually ancient structures, or craft that have crashed there. But they leave that stuff in the moon to remind beings and entities of the great wars that took place. And this is just within our solar system alone.
So when they look at other beings, look at the moon, they see things that we just don't
Yes.
kind of see.
Correct.
They're like, look
and
at that. That's
we only see what NASA, what they want us to portray us to see.
Yeah, I know about those shifty bastards. Like when you see a picture, they're like, "Here, we just took this picture live, and here's a new picture of Saturn's rings."
None of it's ever live.
And it looks amazing. And then when you go, here's the actual unenhanced photo, you're like, God damn, y'all just made up whatever y'all wanted. Like, yeah, the shape is somewhat the same, but boy, that person went off on Photoshop, man. Excellent work.
There's large ancient ruins on the moon. There's large towers like a mile off the moon's surface. There's old ancient technology type structures like glass pyramid type structures that's been damaged and stuff. But there's a bunch of different stuff on the moon that they're not just letting us know about in a way.
I think back, though, right, to my life and the moon and space travel, and I go, all right, when I was a kid, I learned about this space, mission that Neil Armstrong walked on the moon and all this great shit, right? And you hear all of it. And then Ronald Reagan, he become president again, and they decided that we're going to go to the moon again, and you know what? We're going to send this teacher and these other, we're going to send all these people, and everybody's all happy. And they went and got the TVs, and we used to have these TVs on, the big giant TVs on this fucking roll-around cart, and they bring it in. I don't even know how they got the signal to it, but they did. We were all saying, probably fucking rabbit ears or something, right? So we get the signal to watch the Challenger go into space with this teacher live in class.
Oh, God, y'all did?
And
that old?
so we're all sitting there in the classroom, and we watch the Challenger take off, and it's a wonderful moment. This is pretty cool, and then it fucking blows up in front of school, all the kids that were in school. And then kind of after that, I don't really remember anything about space. Like, all of a sudden I woke up one day and we're surrounded by satellites that can see and know everything we're doing. I think we sent some shit out to just go and rotate around and come back.
Was this in the late 80s?
There's supposedly a space station out there. And then I know we sent the little RC car go on Mars. And other than that, I'm just kind of like, is NASA just there to trickle feed us a little bit of information
So you talk about the mid to late 80s or early 90s time
He asked a
frame?
lot of
Right.
questions
That's
on
a lot
that.
of what's happened.
Yeah,
Huh?
it was
He asked a lot of questions. It's a broad. You're asking like 40
I kind of
years.
just gave my. I'm not
I'll give
asking
you
a
an
question as
I'll
much
give you a
as.
broad answer. I'll give you a broad statement. There's a lot of different factions to how I can answer this. For one, the schooling is also a brainwashing technique that the power elite, the cabal type Illuminati members use. They train children in the schooling to get to a certain point. They pinpoint certain special children, like intuitive empath children that can actually read a person's feelings. They don't need words. They can actually feel what the other being.
Allie can tell when
does.
I'm mad all the time.
And they actually they like this special, unique characteristic of not just children, but of any being, because everything is conscious based. So once you get past the physical part of a being, what you have left is consciousness. So if you can get beings that can read nothing but consciousness, that's the greatest advantage that you can have with any being in the universe. Does that make sense?
Is to be able to understand it. They need them. Like if they're aliens, they need those liaisons. Like, hey, you speak
Right.
this language. You can.
Not just
You can figure this
you
person
don't
out
need to
without-
speak a language because you can feel the language.
Right.
You know, so if you're in a room with the lights turned off with 10 different beings, you know exactly what each one is feeling, and you know what they're saying in a way.
Oh, that's
Because
gotta be
telepathy is a feeling of the consciousness. It's not a spoken word.
All right. And then they go and take these people and turn them into super soldiers.
All right, so pretty much I want to condense it as much as I can for the time we have. Going back as early as the early 70s, if they would have it, I was actually part of it, the Explorer program, and they have different names for these programs in school. It usually starts around 3 to 5, 6 years old. They're also referred to as the MyLab projects, the MyLab experiments. Once you get identified as a special person, whether it's an intuitive empath, a psychic ability, or some other special characteristic about you, they'll start in a way training you at an early age. They might take you out of school so many times a week or so many times a month. They'll train you subconsciously and consciously. They'll actually use a way of, like, how do you say?
Bribery?
Not bribery,
Torture.
not torture.
Reward system.
No, this is a fun game.
No, it's like a virtual reality kind of thing.
Oh,
They'll
gotcha.
actually put a headset on you, and you'll experience maybe different factions of how you could die, your worst nightmares, your worst fears, how to get you accustomed to certain types of looks of beings, something different.
Desensitize you.
And desensitize you, exactly. And you got to remember, you're only maybe 5 years old at this time, so you don't really know any difference anyway. So they're just conditioning your subconscious being at that time. Okay, so they're developing this, or they're giving you chemicals, they're giving you drugs that help you expand your intuitive abilities or whatever special ability you have at that time. And then when you go home at the end of the day, they do a thing called blank slating. And that's pretty much known in the military-industrial complex and the real military, to where they use certain chemicals in certain ways to wipe your memory. So they'll blank slate you so you don't remember nothing consciously on what just happened that day. And then they'll give you a whole, a replacement memory in a way. So they'll give you a memory saying, okay, today I went to the aquarium and saw these fishes and saw these animals or what have you.
Right.
So they'll give you a replacement seated memory.
But you didn't really do that shit.
But you really didn't do it. But subconsciously, you remember and you store everything in your mind. And from what you did today, from what you did maybe 10,000 years ago in past lives, your consciousness keeps that stored in your deep down into your conscious levels, and you never lose that. And they can always tap into those conscious levels whenever they want. And we've learned as humans how to do this. We've learned how to tap into people's consciousness and use that to our abilities, good and bad.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they got good and bad super soldiers that have been created by the government.
Yes. Well, you would call them super soldiers. Some people call them help to humanity. I mean, these.
Oh, so they're not the ones like going out doing school shootings or shooting at the movie theaters or
No,
something.
but I mean that's another story. Because they have a lot of technology out there that you can manipulate people to do whatever they want. Like, for example, some assassinations they used on presidents where they arrest like Lee Harvey Oswald, and he has no recollection of anything that he did that day. Well, they use this kind of technology where they'll seed your consciousness, they'll make you do a certain task, and then they'll blank slate you, wipe your memory, and seed you with another memory for that day.
Oh shit! So he probably did it, but he didn't do it on purpose. Wow.
Yes.
The cabal did it because
Well,
Kennedy was
did
going
it
to tell
on
him about
purpose.
the
He
aliens.
knew
So,
what
like,
he was
he didn't
doing
person-
at that time, but after the fact, when they wiped his memory, blank slated him, put it in a seeded memory, then yeah, he had no recollection of anything he did leading up to that time. That makes sense.
Totally. Allie, you got any questions? You getting all this?
So what they're doing, going back to the schooling,
it's good.
we were talking about the schooling process.
Yeah.
So they'll train you through your adolescence all the way up into your early teenage years, and most of the people that progress, it's just like going through any military training. Some people might fail out, some people might progress, kind of like Navy SEAL training and all these higher elite training.
Not everybody makes it.
Not everybody makes it. A very small percentage makes it. But if you're dealing with multi-millions of people, a very small percentage is in the thousands, right?
Right.
So they would use the people that wouldn't make it or graduate to the next level. And in their late teenage years, maybe 16 or 17, they'll actually put them into a program called 20 and Back.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
And what is this?
So the 20 and Back program is actually a program by the cabal type or the military-industrial complex. There's a bunch of different factions. There's the ICC. There's the Interplanetary Conglomerate. I'm not great with words.
I understand.
Yeah, that long word. How do you say it?
Conglomerate.
Conglomerate.
There we go. There you
There's
go.
a bunch of different factions. The secret space program is made up of numerous different factions. It's not just the secret space program.
Secret
And-
Space Program, is that the Above Majestic movie that's coming out?
Right, that's getting to it. That's the Above Majestic movie coming out on October 30th on, I think, Amazon Prime and a few different channels like that. It talks about the history of us as human beings, the alien race history, what's our main purpose here on Earth, what are we leading up to, and what's going to take place in the near future, and the technology that we're getting hidden from in plain sight, and who's controlling us as human beings, who's controlling our consciousness. Why can't we develop our consciousness to a higher level than what we are at right now?
Because people dumb as fuck, man.
Well,
don't care.
it's
They
not
don't
that
want to know.
I don't think I want to,
people
though.
aren't
Man.
dumb. We're not. Nobody's
Yeah.
dumb. Everybody actually knows the same exact thing because we're one consciousness. It's how
Well,
we're
maybe,
being
you know,
brainwashed,
you have a learning
how we're
disability.
being
Enough.
manipulated.
Right.
That's the main thing. We're being manipulated here on Earth. We're being brainwashed. We're being feeded to us and telling us this is right, this is wrong, this is our history, this is our future. But the reality is there is no history, there is no future, there is only the now. And once everybody can, or human beings can grasp the fact that we have to live in the now and not live in the past, there is no past, there is no future, and
Only
we
now.
have the control over our destiny and anything we do, then maybe we can graduate to the next higher consciousness level.
And what'll happen then? Like, what happens?
We get the light body.
You get a light body.
Yeah.
And that's it?
Well, you
Just
become
float around and
the
fuck with
main
Mayday?
goal.
Like-
The main goal with A being is becoming one with the Creator. We are the Creator. We all are one. We are the light of the Creator's eye. So the main goal is us to stop the suffering, to stop the endless cycles of physical life. Their main goal is to become this full energy, nothing physical. You're just complete light energy, and you become one with the
Man,
with the
I don't
Creator.
want that. I don't want that, man. I just want to be alone, fucking survive as long as possible, and then just float away. Like, I don't know if I want to be a light body, one with the Creator and all that.
You will never come back once you experience the light body.
So you believe in reincarnation, though?
Yes,
See,
that's
I don't
a very
believe
real
that.
thing.
You think so?
Yes.
Why you say that? Well, what kind
Just
of?
some personal
Because he fucking said there's a
experiences.
moon base. Like, I mean,
It's called the moon base was called the Lunar Operations Command. It's
my
called
bad.
the LOC, and it's a bunch of different factions of a bunch of different alien races and human races, and it's pretty much the hub of our solar system. It's the aviation hub.
it's like United Nations over there with the Air Force.
It's like the United Nations, but more like air traffic control.
So there's that many there's that many alien beings just traveling around, and
Thousands. I know.
how do they do? They just go, oh, let's go to the moon and talk about them.
I know a
Don't go on that
guy-
side. We can't let those people see us.
So you can look him up. His name. I'll drop some names. His name's Emery Smith, and he has claimed to autopsy over 1,000 different alien, not 1,000 different alien beings, but over 1,000 different specimens of aliens. And there is, and definitely in the hundreds of different
Where's he getting these
species.
things from?
He worked for the military-industrial complex underground in Farragut. He was in the Air Force. He worked actually in Louisiana. He got moved to Texas, to like the White Sands area, the Area 51 type area, which there are numerous underground bases like that. And he actually worked in hand with scientists and different medical, scientists. And if they had, say, for example, a crash landing of a UFO, or a different being got hurt in a fight or a war, they would bring it back, the being back to him, and he would autopsy or duplicate the disease or duplicate the injury. They would use like 4D
Cut down a
printing.
tree? What are you doing, man?
I'm doing an autopsy.
What, a chainsaw?
It's 60 feet tall,
It's
dude.
got
Well,
soft
some of
skin.
them, right?
Somewhere 60
Actually,
feet. I don't have that kind of time, dude.
the
I got a thousand to go.
the average height is actually much smaller than us. in
That
the
makes 'em
universe.
easy for the
The
height.
average height is like, I would say about 3 to 4 feet high. So 60 feet is actually very tall for a
Because
being.
those got blown up.
And right. Well, it's just, we're just talking about our solar system.
Oh, gotcha.
The galaxy is infinite, so you have an infinite amount
So
of beings.
they're about as small as Caitlin. Caitlin's the average size of an alien.
Right. Some of them in the inches, and some of them go in the hundreds of feet. But
Hundreds of feet.
the majority are, well, if you think about it, the beings are going to grow whatever the gravity or the biometric atmosphere is
I didn't
on that
think of
planet.
So I'd be
And
like super tall. I'd be 100 foot.
it's very diverse.
Damn.
So like on the super Earth, like the Earth between Mars and Jupiter, it was a huge planet. It was bigger than Jupiter, right? So the biometric atmosphere and the gravity was totally different. So these beings were able to grow much taller than what you would actually
That'd
think.
be wild, man. 100 feet tall. Could you imagine a 100-foot tall Mayday?
Yeah, but if you own a whole planet full of 100-foot tall Maydays, then you're really not that tall. It's only kind of crazy when you go. It's like now if you go to Asia, yeah.
yeah.
Big orangutan!
Very nice. So do you want me to continue talking about the My Lab projects and the Explorer program in schools that ultimately will get these students out there into space?
Yeah, I tell you what, you got one more thing that we can do before we wrap it up. So give me what you think is the most important, and don't tell me we already got that we all got to love each other and become one with the creator. I ain't into that part. I want doom and gloom. Like what's
Oh, you want the ugly stuff.
yeah. So the super soldier or
Is there a predator? Is that what you're asking? Because I want to know. Is there like a predator kind of
a
thing?
really bad alien race?
Very generally, there is obviously health technology out there that will heal will heal anything. Everything's frequency. Everything is movement. Everything is energy. So nothing's really physical. So if you have, say, cancer, they use a certain frequency and they zap it, and the cancer is gone.
It's
Yes.
rewriting the
But they
program.
won't do
And
that.
they also, going back to the 20 and back program, they have pretty much perfected age regression. They perfected time travel and things of that sort. They've perfected portal technology. They perfected universal transport of beings. Whatever
This is all happening
whatever
right
you
now.
think, yes, whatever you think they could do, they perfected it already. But it's been a good over 100 years process for us alone. Obviously, they've been doing this way in the past, during the Egyptians' times, during the Atlantis times, but now presently, this isn't getting out there because it's all about power control, and they don't want us to know about this stuff as human beings, or we would ultimately take control, which we will. And I think that's the most important message to get out there, that it's inevitable that the good will overcome the evil in a way. Like I was talking about, there is really no bad, there is no good. There's a balance in the universe, and you have to have that balance. And there's a free will aspect of the universe. But for the most part, the good will prevail. And going back to the most important thing, I think, is that we will eventually, going through disclosure type stuff like this, and if you go online, you can find thousands of different things exactly like this.
What is some good places to look? Where's your favorites?
The best one, the most unjudgmental and the unbiased and the absolute truth in a way, you can join Gaia. It's GAIA, and it's a private channel. It's not corrupted. It's not influenced by any of the media or movie industry, Hollywood. It's not.
You pay a little bit for the service, and that's how they make their money.
When I first got on it years ago, I think I may have paid $80 for the whole year, and it's probably even cheaper now. And they're making they're doing comic books, they're doing small TV series, and they have the big one's going to be the movie coming out soon on October 30th, and you can look it up, and it's called Above Majestic, and I think it's going to be the biggest disclosure information out there. Everything wrapped up from consciousness to alien beings to the history of humanity to the future of humanity. How do we get to where we should be getting? Where should we be going to? What we should be doing as human beings on Earth instead of just living our daily lives? And how do we get in touch with our inner selves? How do we get in touch with, how do we get the information out there? That's the main thing, because all the information out there is being controlled. So how do we tap into the information out there that should be ultimately helping us as human beings? And and getting the right information and not the brainwashed information in a way.
Dude, amazing. Dude, thanks for coming. I'm glad you finally made it, dude. Great job. I feel better. I kind of, if you're going to pick a belief system or something to kind of invest yourself in, I like it. I think you learn a lot. You learn more than sitting on your knees and begging for somebody else's help. It's kind of empowering and, mixes meditation and metaphysics with technology and space and aliens. Dude, pleasure, man. I'm glad you made it, dude. Thank you.
It's been my pleasure, man. Like I said, it's been a long journey to get here, and I mean, I've had my life, flash in front of my eyes a few times, and I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy. Hope you have me on the show again in the near future, and we can get more in depth on some of these
we ought
topics.
to pick one thing and then just kind of focus on that.
Yes.
I like this as a broad overview. You went all over the place. I feel like I've traveled the universe.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Cliff Notes for now.
Dude, awesome, man.
But if y'all would tune into that new show, that new movie documentary called Above Majestic on October 30th this year, that you would definitely get a broad insight on everything I just talked about today.
Dude, hell yeah, I'm going to check it out. It sounds like my kind of shit. Dude, Not Real Radio 141 continues when we come back. We're going to talk about Netflix, Daredevil Season 3, Maniac continues, Allie's bio, Little RC joins No Money Records and the Little track, you heard me? Dude, guess what?
What?
You looked at the break music?
No, I haven't.
There is none.
Oh, nice.
I just thought of it. I was like, fuck, I don't know what we're playing a break. Oh, because I didn't fucking pick
I'll
none.
figure something out. I got something.
Yeah, you got something good?
Yeah. We'll do something.
Hey, cool. Number Radio 141. Thank you. I'm going to call him Dr. Danny.
You're listening to Not Real Radio.
Time, weather, and...
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Subscribe to one of the many ways you can listen.
SoundCloud.
iTunes.
Stitcher.
Google Play Music.
YouTube.
Or your favorite podcast app.
Listen live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on MixLR.
Or just visit NotRealRadio.com.
Where you can buy a t-shirt.
Make a donation.
Transcending radio, one show at a time.
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Thank you for listening.
NotRealRadio.com.
Let's skip ahead to how I met you. I hope you see I have potential. Won't be the one to hear me out, she won't hear me out. It's too late to hide it, it's too soon to see. If you're invited to be there with me. Drinking, I think I know what you're thinking. We about to bring it to the break-in. This time I know I'm not alone, cause she's coming home. Spinning inside my room, then we've been in. And then we both begin sinning. I'll give her something that she'll never forget, but she's gonna forget it. It's too late to hide it, it's too soon to see. If you're invited to be there with me. Say you will, but I'll love you still when we're sober again. Say you will, if she's faking. I know it's nothing, but I'll take it, take it, take it, take it. It's too late to hide it, it's too soon. Try to forget it the next afternoon. Just thanking God you get it.
Folk integrity, not Radio 141, no promises.
Little new,
Man.
little medley.
My brain fucking hurts now.
Oh yeah, right.
And it got kind of cool, man. It's crazy how fucking this temperature, like it's
They're
like
trying to freeze us
69
out,
or
they
something,
know.
feels so cold.
I know. Oh, it feels amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, nice little change. Well, Allie's still on break because now she
God,
takes
right?
extended break.
Oh,
so
Lord.
the first thing was Allie's bio, so we're not going to start that. So what we did, the same break as last week almost? Typical stereo and the broads?
I think so.
Nice. All right. Damn.
We didn't have any
I
broads this
usually
weekend,
forget.
so,
I
you
think
know.
that's maybe the second time in
What?
141 shows that
Yeah, I know. I was looking. We're
completely
getting up
just
there.
forgot.
141. That's a lot. When I was
Yeah.
doing the notes, I was like, God damn, that's pretty good.
Good
Impressed.
listenership lately, too. I don't know what
Really?
it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Been talking a lot of shit about people?
I think we've been calling it as we see it. And
Oh,
I
really?
think that's what people were like.
No,
We're not
I think
afraid.
people like it when we
Talk shit.
bash fucking
Oh yeah, We should
bands
be
and creative
we
groups
should
and
be
make fun of
A lot
people. and-
meaner. All right.
Yeah, I think so. That's
right.
fun. They haven't been really doing much, man. Been kind of laying low.
Yeah, but we've been doing stuff behind the scenes. We've been working on the dark side of the fucking.
On the dark side of the moon. See you on the dark side of the moon.
We gotta ask him about that.
Gotta ask him what time fucking break's over.
Dude, I want to know
man.
if they made a deal with them.
Who?
The
Dude,
Floyd.
I don't want to ask no more questions.
You really? Oh, I got
no.
a lot.
You still want to
Oh
ask
yeah,
questions?
yeah. It's one of those where it's more. I have more questions than I do answers now. Does that make sense?
Right. Anytime you find out, you do a little research, it just leads to more questions.
But I've known about a lot of that. Like I've read about a lot and I've seen a lot. Like with the whole. I didn't know the moon was, or supposedly the moon is fake. I didn't know that, but I knew that I have heard speculation that they had landing sites and all those kind of things. You know what I mean?
That shit is harder for me to believe than fucking the baby Jesus story.
Little baby
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's hard to believe that shit. At least they got on their side, documented history wasn't what it is today.
Oh, I know,
It's
right?
like before
Can you
they
imagine?
controlled society because, no one had enough information. Now they do it because they have too much. They're making up shit
I
to
know.
control us. It's like, man,
Ah.
I do know one thing for sure.
What's that?
That fucking clip is aggravating as motherfucker.
You want him in the other room? Here, I'll put him in the other room.
Abort that thing, man. It ain't ours. It's just an electronic beam, a light beam. Extinguish the light. No more crying. Oh, man. Dude,
What
crazy.
are we going to talk about?
I don't fucking know. I
Hey,
hate
wait,
going
listen.
out of order. It
I
just
know,
fucking
and
fucks
I know.
everything
What,
up.
You just want to sit here till she fucking comes in?
Oh, well, look who made it back from break. How you doing? Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Since break's over, it's probably lunch. See the banana over there.
Y'all's
He
breaks
needs a
are just
light
not
body.
long enough. That's,
And then you didn't shut the back thing. I guess you expect the
Oh,
doctor
boy.
to do that. The doctor's hanging out with us.
Is
He's
he?
actually afraid to leave.
He's going to start his car. I want to give you an example of what he thinks he's going to start.
He's looking around outside for them fucking orbs. He's like, I seen an orb. I seen that orb. Where you going? Oh, he's muted, man. He's the doctor's talking on that. I think he finished off a bottle of whiskey.
You want to know about the Blue Avian?
I don't want to know no more.
I want to know more about Predator. Is he coming? Is he coming for us?
Man, that's a movie.
All right, into the microphone. We're going to speak. Goddamn it! Hey, but all movies are based off of shit. I'm telling you, man. Like that new Ryan Gosling movie. It's based off of
And
Neil
the
Armstrong.
Avengers, they got the Avengers movie that's based on a lot of the fictional superhero type movies are actual, very factual based. Yes.
Thanks a lot, man. Good job.
all right.
Allie's
Turn
bio.
this thing on.
It's on. You don't have the headphones on, Doc. Oh, boy.
Good doctor.
I tried
Dude,
to
Doc
tell him.
getting loose.
Doctor. Doctor.
Allie's bio. That's right. You heard 2 weeks ago Zartom's bio. It was life-altering. You learned that Zartom he was an entertainer at birth. He was actually a born entertainer before they snipped the foreskin off of his penis. Yesterday, you learned that last week, you learned that Mayday is great at all things, especially audio, and he thinks very highly of himself. I think his bio is more flattering than where I stole this idea from. This week, Allie's bio.
What?
Your bio.
Which one? What bio?
The one that you were supposed to do this week.
I didn't do that shit. Come on.
You didn't do it?
No.
So you take like extended breaks now.
It doesn't even do the homework.
Isn't my job to be the slacker? I thought that's.
Is that you or him?
That's him.
You playing some kind of techno, Doc? Oh, boy.
Me?
Me?
That me, man? That me, man?
So, Allie, your
Me?
bio.
Beetlejuice.
Allie's bio.
My bio. No, I didn't. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? You just didn't do yours? Just
No, I didn't.
not participating. All right.
Not real participation.
Yeah, no shit. Good job,
God.
Alan. Doing good.
First you with the no guest. I mean the no music in between. Now Allie didn't do her
Yeah,
homework.
very busy this
Ah.
week. Very
Not-
busy
not
this
real.
week, buddy.
Not real Allie.
But I did an investigation. Is that any good?
That's coming up in a little while.
Okay, well, yeah.
Dude, No Money Records. Mayday's little. I'm calling it the little track. Little track.
All right, that's fair enough.
We heard last week that LeBron James got up on that. Allie laid down hard vocals. This week, Tidbits laid down his from
Little
Zombies
bit.
Eating Sheep. Yeah, he
Little bit.
He's
She taking that banana down.
Yeah, well, I fucking love bananas.
taking that banana just like Mayday takes that orb. Orangutan body.
That Jupiter size orb.
Big as old.
It's expanded inside of his head.
Its own solar system.
Dude, man. So I spent some time with Lil Tang, man, up in the studio.
Yeah, that's right.
I got to check that out. I'm kind of documenting the whole thing.
Word.
And Tidbits laid down his to be expected. You know, he's got the most pressure out of anybody doing it. Him and Allie. Allie does too, but for some reason, I don't know. Allie just kind of does it. She flipped on that character.
Yeah.
Where Steve is
Yeah.
like so genuine, it's like him. So I think he had the most pressure on him just because he is a white rapper. He's not somebody else.
No, without a
doing
doubt.
a little imitation of a white rapper.
Lil.
Lil.
And I got to give the surprise of the quality of Lil RC
Oh yeah.
was incredible. Like, holy shit, that was fun working with him.
Damn,
He
dude.
come on, the guy. I didn't
Talk about a
expect. I didn't
sleeper.
expect him to do it.
Yeah.
But then when he did it, and then did it that well, just
Oh, I
like
know.
bust up with it,
I know. And
And
his
it-
shit was catchy as fuck too and entertaining.
that surprised the fuck out
I
of me.
know. Like I knew
In a
he
good
would.
way.
Oh yeah, same here. I thought it was gonna go totally the wrong way. You
The
know
song's
what I mean?
supposed to be funny, and it's ended up being good. Thank God for me.
A
whoop, yeah. But anyway,
Oh,
fun time this
yeah.
week. That project's continuing to grow.
God, dude. It's
No
insane.
Money Records, Little
We're
Dope
almost-
Promotions,
we're
a little
almost-
track.
We're getting close to Wu-Tang status. I was thinking about that today. They're
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only other group
Poontang.
that have gone that
Wu-Tang.
far. You know what I mean? That like has that big of a collective of rappers.
Oh,
We're
really?
really
Yeah,
close. I almost
We
feel
know
like
money.
I know, but I almost feel like we should like push it one step further and like
Get
at least-
matching chains.
Right.
Huh? Like a fucking tank on them or something.
Magic grills.
A scent symbol.
I was gonna say definitely if we perform live, we need the airbrush T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? The little
Yeah.
Lils
Oh, yeah.
and our names and shit on them.
Ain't none of us got killed or ain't like no people that got murdered on the street.
Oh man,
I
we
almost
need
did.
What?
I
almost.
almost got murdered on the street.
See, that's
Okay.
true. We can have his
Put a picture
There
of
you
you
go.
on there. Oh, boy.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, Doc. Oh, man.
But yeah,
well, that's
man.
fun.
This
Can't wait.
shit's-
I think Soy Sauce is going to come on and do some hype stuff coming
Oh,
up.
really?
And yeah, can't wait to see where this track goes.
Oh
Fun.
God.
Been a good time.
All right.
Did you ever dream your little monster would grow into
No,
this?
no, my pet monster or my little buddy. No, I never thought I'd be playing with
Little
him
buddy.
again. You know,
Little buddy.
my
Little
little
orb.
buddy, my little buddy, my little buddy and me.
So, dude, Daredevil Season 3 came out, and it's fucking awesome. I really like it. D'Onofrio's an incredible actor.
We're losing him.
Yeah, we are. Doc's going bye-bye.
Yeah. He's turning into Emmett Brown. Look at him.
The
are you
cabal's
doing?
getting mind control.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Dude, don't say them trigger word.
yeah, right. Oh shit! I'm gonna see a blue orb going home tonight. Ah.
Very good chance.
Ah. Wait, should I talk to him now? Be like, hey,
Oh,
don't
boy.
erase my shit.
Don't talk to him.
All right.
Think to
Think.
him.
Like,
Think
don't
to
hurt
him.
me. Think.
Like telepathy.
Whatever you want to do, just think to them.
I think it's insulting to him when you're like,
Talking's overrated.
don't hurt me, don't hurt me. It's like, dude, I'm a rainbow light body. How can I hurt you?
I can guarantee
Like
they're not there.
body.
They're not there to harm you. I can guarantee you
He
that.
fucked my car up.
That's the energy. They don't care about cars. You think they mess with
I
cars?
care about when I got to get the fuck home at 4
They'll
in the
get you
morning.
home. They will pick you up and bring you home.
Really? They're like Uber.
Yes.
They'll poke you out.
Way better. It's free. Free energy.
Allie, what did you think about Daredevil so far?
I agree. It's awesome.
Yeah. Violent,
same-
good fight scenes.
Yeah, and same dark, feel, and
Yeah.
still shot really well, and the actors are great.
It's
and
not
like,
corny like fucking Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
I mean, I liked Iron Fist, but this is definitely better.
Yeah, Danny was nice.
Danny.
So it came out this week also that Luke Cage and Iron Fist have been canceled by Netflix.
Oh, shit.
I think this
Clean
could
house.
be like a weird promotion for Heroes for Hire. Maybe they'll just put them together. Since they were like, hey, you pretty much suck, you pretty much suck. We'll put you together and might have one decent show or something. I don't know. The whole ending of both of those shows, though, was setting up for the next season, and now it maybe just not happening.
Wow.
So who knows?
A little disappointing.
I think they end up going to get rid of all the Marvel shows and just go, hey, you want your own channel? Now you're a competitor.
Right.
We don't need to coexist. Just take your properties and go do your thing over there. And I think they signed up with a couple of other comic book companies to use their heroes. Like, it doesn't really matter. You make good fucking shows. You make good shows. It don't matter the source material or... You like that thing, huh?
They're just trying to get the message out.
It looks like he's getting freaky with it.
Dude's on the pet.
They're trying to get the message out,
Get something out.
whether it's perceived as fact or fiction. There's no distinction between the two.
Gotcha. Dude, Maniac continues. They actually had a part with a lemur, man. I thought of Mayday the whole
It
time.
was cute too.
Maniac.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Did
man.
you
Saw
like that?
that?
You like that show?
Oh, yeah.
How far deep are you into it now?
I think
Pick one.
pick one all the way.
You
You
finished
watched
it.
the end?
Yeah. But I'm gonna do
really?
a full review next week of it.
Oh, okay.
So I want y'all to catch up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Allie, what do you think now that we're a little further in it?
How far are y'all? About halfway?
We're I think the lemur episode was the last one we watched.
All right.
The episode with the guy in the Warren Moon outfit and they're like all white trash
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
80s.
yeah.
I hated that fucking episode. I couldn't wait
That
for
was
it to
the
be
lemur.
over.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
That whole episode, besides the lemur, and them keep saying lemur because that made me laugh because I think
Lemur.
of your fucking
Yeah.
toy over there.
It's not a fucking toy.
It's not a toy.
But other than that, I like the show up until that episode.
Yeah.
And that episode's over, and if that never comes back,
It never comes back.
thank God. All right.
That's
so
weird.
It may improve. I just hated that episode. So it was like a bad part to stop at, I guess.
And I think too, you're at a pivotal point. Like shit's about to get heavy,
All right, good. All right, that's what I
heavier.
want.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you're
I know it was shot like I was watching a bad 80s TV show.
Right.
But I don't want to watch a bad 80s TV
Right,
show.
yeah.
So I don't want to watch a new
that was
show that
odd.
looks like a bad 80s
I'll
TV
say this:
show.
out of all episodes, that was probably the weirdest in its own way. If that
All
makes
right.
sense. But I think they did that on purpose for a very particular reason that you'll find out about towards the end.
Gotcha.
See?
So stick
It's
with it.
impatient.
Stick with it.
All right.
Oh yeah. It starts to get fucking
Good,
weird.
because I wasn't
dude.
going to turn that thing back on.
Oh really?
Oh, it's going to get weird, huh? Kind of like this show.
That's getting weird, man. What is going on?
No, man. It's boy diddling with stuff.
I bet you. No.
Dude, coming out October 26th. We got to hurry up and finish Maniac because October 26th, Castlevania Season 2
Yes!
comes out. That show was a very short, maybe it was like 4 episodes long or something, but it was
And they were
really
like
cool.
20 minutes apiece. They were so
Yeah.
cool though.
That was a neat. I'm not big on animation, and this
Anime.
was done really well, and the story was cool. It had a drunk hero. Something funny about watching a drunk hero.
Like the Will Smith movie?
No.
The drunk superhero? What's it called?
No,
What's that about?
no, nothing with Will Smith is good to me.
Men in Black? That's very truthful, too.
Men in Black.
Wait for that to come
He's
out.
manhandling that thing.
I can go on about the Men in Black.
No,
There
we're
is
good.
a true faction of that in the military-industrial complex of the Men in Black.
Also, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina comes out on Netflix. I'm sure Brawler was excited to hear this. It's from the Archie comic book, the same comic book that brought you Riverdale.
The kids show?
My mom watches that. No, it's like the adult versions of like the Archie comic book or something.
This chick turns 16 years old, and when when doing so, gets the rite of passage to become a witch. I think it's in a bloodline. Like, not all women can become witches, but she can. And her family is witches, and she's gonna have to choose between them and her friends. I guess once you become a witch, you can't exactly like hang out with normal people and function in society. So she's gonna have to pick as a 16-year-old girl to join up with her friends or her family, the witches.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not watching that shit.
We'll let Brawler watch it and give us an update on it. Out now, The Haunting of Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. It's out right now. And, dude, the PPV guys seem queer for it. They like it. They really seem like they dig it. I've seen
heard
things
a little
like
buzz about it.
Yeah, it seems like people really like this.
Yeah.
Drops perfect time, Halloween. People want scary shit.
I love that shit.
So I don't know. That kind of would be cool. I can't watch it late at night. That might be a good.
During the day.
Yeah, you got a whole day to just burn up and stay
You don't
inside.
like watching
one.
scary shit at night, huh? Keeps
No,
you
why
up?
would I want to do that?
I don't know. It's kind of fun to kind of scare yourself a little bit.
Right before you go to sleep?
Sometimes.
Why would I want to give myself nightmares?
Do you always get nightmares?
You don't get nightmares.
That's
don't
because
sleep
I
as
don't
good.
fucking watch horror movies before I go to bed.
Horror movies.
It's all
Horror
about
movies.
getting in touch with your inner self.
Yeah, I do like some kind of haunted house movies like this. Have been some cool ones. I can't even think of them right now though.
The House
Maybe
on
there's
Haunted
not.
Hill?
I like that fucking one where it was like a shot, like a documentary style, and it was like a haunting. And the chair moved and shit.
Oh, Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, I like that. That was really fucking cool. But other than that, I mean, when I was young, The Exorcist was scary, and I thought The Omen was pretty fucking badass when the monkeys attack a car. Cujo was fucking cool.
Oh, yeah. That was a mean dog,
You know?
boy.
So I don't know. Though. Those kind of series or that kind of shit, I don't like that.
Okay.
I like Preacher that was gory and had some fucking horrible things in it, but yet it
It's
was
not
done
horror, right.
Right, it was
Preacher
done
was more
almost
fun, yeah.
kind of fun and not so heavy. But I don't know. Allie, want to watch that? Nope. Moving on. Dan
that
Brown,
note, it's time for
Sacrifice. No, don't yell.
With
You do nothing for 2 hours and you just start yelling. You're hurting the doctor. No bio, no Out with Allie. Nobody
This
even knows
week's
you
Out
are.
with Allie featured event, Yar! Friday, October 26th at 9 p.m. at Babylon Sports Bar, 2917 Harvard Avenue, Metairie, LA. That's right, Babylon's annual Halloween Pirate Party is back. Yar! With live music by The Void, Orifice, Cultum Nocte, and Ghetto Demon. 21 and up, $7 cover. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. All pirates get in free. Discounts on all rums. Also, the best dressed pirate wins a brand new Jaeger machine. Yar!
Yar.
Click the link below to RSVP or get more info. See y'all there. Yar!
Into the microphone.
This will be worth going to see Rob's outfit.
Oh, all right.
This will be worth going to see Rob's
What?
outfit.
Jaeger machine?
What?
Like the pouring Jaeger machine?
Yeah, the
A
one
real
that's
one.
like a dispenser.
Yeah,
And
You really
You
want
want one?
Yes.
well, you better come dressed as a best pirate.
Yar.
Yar!
Like on Dodgeball, the pirate on Dodgeball.
Yo, Steve.
Also, I want to let y'all know that on Wednesday, October 24th, you can see the Smokin' Buddha barbecue at Metairie Market at the park once again.
Wait. October 20. This Wednesday coming up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And also,
I didn't know if I was going to be on this planet.
if you're not about going to see some death metal bands because you're too scared, also on Friday night,
I ain't scared.
they have at Southport Hall the Entourage and Fifth Ward Weeby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, let me find out.
playing?
What? Weeby.
No,
Let me find out. Let me
find out.
Let me find out.
So what's going on Halloween?
Halloween's in the middle of the week.
Yeah, nobody's doing none of that.
It's still Halloween.
Hey, I ain't no light body.
Goat
I gotta
Horse
go to
playing
work.
at Southport on Halloween, but I'm going trick or treat with some little kids. It
Oh,
says
really?
Partners in Crime presents the ultimate Halloween party.
all
so
right.
you're
I knew
probably
they were
right.
doing
And the
something.
bunny hop's gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the bunny hop. So
You can shake it and it working. What was that?
was
Is that
that?
an Allie or is that a bird?
that wasn't me.
That was you. Allie,
I
why'd
don't
you do
have the
that?
voice changer
So-
on. How could it
Excuse
be me?
yourself.
So, man,
There you go.
So,
So,
why are you coming up with that? What's wrong with you?
what's the problem?
You tell me.
I didn't have one. I did out with Allie just now.
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Do you want to see the blue orb? Is that what
Remember we watched that show with the dude Darren Brown, The Illusionist, and
I think so.
No, this is an
Hypnotist.
illusion. This is real.
Not really.
he got the guy that, got some people to do it and some people didn't, to push the person off the top of the bridge.
What?
Remember, like, made him hide
Remember
the
that
body
show?
and
We talked
stuff?
about it on here.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't understand. And then he also did that live show to where he had people come on stage and it was like a televangelist.
All right.
And that was kind of cool. Well, this new one, the doc's going to show Mayday something very important. What are you watching, Mayday?
I don't even know. What is this?
You
Blue
don't know?
orbs.
The blue orbs?
It's not functioning. Is that a live concert? Oh,
It was
shit.
at the Gretna Fest. Foreigner was playing, and there's blue orbs all over.
Oh, man, the Blue Orbs went to Gretna Fest looking for intelligent life? Just discredited the whole orb thing.
They're hanging out with Kid
Believe
Rock.
me, if they're looking for intelligent beings, they ain't going to Gretna Fest. Maybe when Paper Chase was playing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So this guy, he's going to try to convince.
Look, you don't believe.
They're going to try to convince a racist dude that doesn't like Mexicans to give up his life to save a Mexican's life.
All right, dude. I
He believes. Oh, I see that motherfucker. Look at that thing. It's all on your girl's head. I believe it. Alley investigation.
All right, so, go ahead and do that, Mayday.
Boy.
Welcome to Allie Investigations with your host, Allie. This week's investigation: the story behind the chicken dance and why we do it at Oktoberfest. So, one of our esteemed listeners, Mr. Elvis Adams of Rick Flavored Arsenal.
Fucking Elvis.
Hey man, he's good, dude. He's good, and he listens every week, and we thank you for that. So
He yelled in your ear.
he apparently listened to my story last week and wanted to let me know that the Deutsches House called me out on it. Deutsches House makes a post on Facebook the next day to let everybody know the real story behind the chicken dance, and apparently I was really far off.
Really? The Germans don't worship chickens.
No, actually I made all that up.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Why
But y'all
didn't you make up,
believed it. But y'all
why didn't you
believed
make
it.
up your fucking bio?
Because this is way more fun. This is way more fun. Guess
Oh,
what? It's still
yeah.
October. Oktoberfest never fucking ends.
Oh, no.
So he sends me this article, and I just wanted to tell you that Zartone, believe it or not, you're not as far off as we thought. Interesting story. It's actually not German at all. A Swiss accordion player named Werner Thomas back in the 1950s created the song and the dance. Deutsches House president Jack Gonzalez said. He also said the dance wasn't even originally known as the chicken dance. In the 1980s, a German band was playing an Oktoberfest in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they went on TV to perform the Werner Thomas song. The original song that Werner created was actually called the Duck Song.
Yep, I told you it was a duck.
Yeah, this is real. And it says when they did
I'm
it in
an
the
empath.
80s, they couldn't find a duck suit for the TV performance, but they found a chicken suit.
So the whole reason why there's a chicken dressed up at Oktoberfest doing a chicken dance is nothing to do with anything?
It has nothing to do with anything. It was just some German band that was playing that song, Swiss song, and they fucking couldn't find a duck outfit, so they fucking put on a chicken outfit. So in the 1980s, this became a thing, but chicken dance was like not anything legit. It has nothing to do with German culture or German fest or anything.
It's kind of funny that the guy was all upset that the Bratz wasn't holding poker integrity to his
But he was doing the
utmost
chicken
German.
dance. He
Yeah.
was doing the fucking chicken
He
dance.
actually thinks these are like real German things. What did they even... I bet you they don't even have music at Oktoberfest in Germany. They just get fucking shit-faced. I think that kind of gets bred out of you. Like when they became Supersoldiers, They didn't want to listen to polka music anymore, and definitely not do the chicken dance. Like when you're trying to attain light body, that and the chicken dance just don't go hand in hand.
Right.
Like
You say y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your investigation this week clears up your false investigation from last week.
Yeah, so now nobody can trust me because I could be making all this shit up. This is
Okay.
real, though. I'm reading this. This
I'm
came
canceling Alley investigation. You just proved yourself to be
Good. I don't need to talk
discredible.
at all. I'm
We'll get
fine
Dr.
with that.
Danny to do it.
Dr. Dan.
The investigation.
I can have fun too.
Very good. Mayday, what you got to say, pal? Mayday.
Oh, wow.
I think I actually, because I've encountered that purple orb,
All
I
right.
think I have some telepathic powers because when he
really?
kicked the supposed
When the what
The-
did what?
when the Vikings kicked or attempted to kick,
The Vikings.
yes.
Are we talking about world history
No,
or
we're talking about the football game.
today's
football
the
team.
that played
No,
against
we-
the Saints?
Yeah.
We played against the Ravens.
Ravens.
Whatever, close enough. They're still purple. Anyway, purple
They were
this,
blue
purple
today.
I
that,
understand.
whatever.
So-
Anyway, when he went to kick it, I said, miss it. And he missed it.
Oh, damn. Good job, dude. Thanks. We needed that win.
I'm sure they were happy you cared.
Hey, that and a fact that I think it's because I've been wearing my red shirt.
does
That's like
that mean?
helping. It's been helping.
Red is for love.
Yeah, I'm kind of loving the Saints right now because they've been kicking ass.
Really? So you asked the television to miss, and
No,
you-
I told the guy, the kicker
To
on
miss.
television, to
Yeah, he
miss. Just like,
communicated to
shank
him
it. I said,
through-
shank it.
they see him
Shank
look.
it.
They see him looking up
Yeah,
at
he
the
was looking at
orb.
my head.
You might have sent the orb.
I think I did.
Dude, and
send
that
it
was
out.
his only miss in his ever career in
Right?
7 years.
He
I mean,
went to
you
kick
did
the
that.
ball, and
kinda
he's like,
felt
"What the
bad
fuck is
after.
that orb?"
I kind of felt bad, but I'm glad we won. If that's the cost, is to kind of ruin that guy's career. Oh well, so be it.
Is that kind of suck though to win a game because somebody else missed, or it's like winning a basketball game because somebody missed a free throw?
Well,
I guess
technically, they only would have tied it if he would have made it. So, I mean, we still could have won.
But what I'm saying, if you're watching the game neutral, right? You're watching the game,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
see
care
what
for
you mean.
each side. You're like, oh man, that sucks. They lost the game,
Right.
Because the guy or they didn't
Right.
tie it, whatever. If you're watching the game neutral, that's not really a glorious way to win. Like
No,
Drew
but I'll
Brees,
take it.
It wasn't a
them
glorious way to
getting a
win,
big
no.
stop at the end of the game defensively, or throwing that touchdown, or kicking that field goal to win it. Those are great ends to football game. This end was about as lackluster as the entire
Oh, the whole
game has
game,
been.
yeah, the whole
That's
game
your
was weird.
opinion.
And I'm correct.
And don't underestimate the power of your consciousness.
But my consciousness says that when we win a game because a dude missed a chip shot field goal, it was pretty much luck. Like you took a 99% extra point kicker. He's 99 now, and that 1% was the
Mayday.
Mayday. Now it makes sense. Done. Amazing victory, Mayday.
Now that I know that, I mean, I may would have turned my sights to the Super Lotto or whatever it is.
Really?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did say the Saints were going to do good this year.
I told you, we're on track, baby. We're on
Super
track.
Bowl.
Number
Black
one.
and gold to the Super Bowl.
So you mentioned the 99 and the 1 percentile. So that's also symbolic of something else we talked about.
What?
The 99 to the 1%.
9-9 to the
The
2000.
cabal.
I thought he was
The
gonna say him
military
not breaking
industrial
that microphone.
complex. Oh, that thing's fucked. You see, we buying a new one. He's starting to get a hang of it.
He's like,
He went from fucking like not knowing how to use it to
He's like-
acting like he's James Brown.
Ain't nothing wrong.
He's
nothing
dancing.
wrong.
Dude, well, that's crazy. Yeah, the Saints. If you're a sports fan in this area right now, man, you're very, very lucky. You got a good college team that keeps, winning. If they would have won a game against Florida, holy shit, the LSU Toads would have been fucking elated. Like, goddamn, purple and gold. They've been wearing it weekly to work. And then, oh man, you better not poke the hole in my couch there, Doc.
oh, go get it
Oh,
off.
man.
Wait, that makes me really nervous.
It does? You don't like
Yeah,
that?
I don't like that either.
Doc's out of control.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Is that your
boy.
seat?
What?
Is that your seat?
Boy.
Where you sit? All right.
It doesn't matter. Hopefully you don't sit on it.
Oh boy, that's a lot of goddamn keys. Like, where's the
Mayday, you were
keys to?
playing.
All right, go. What you got? I was playing.
You were playing video games. You didn't get to check out any of the Pelicans.
No, I did watch a couple highlights though.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, first game was pretty good.
I
It was
watched
a kind of a
the
surprising
second game
victory.
highlight.